Oh yeah! Our PCGS order has arrived. Hey everybody, it's Rob with RobFindsTreasure, and that's right, my PCGS submission has arrived. Now in this box, there are 6 coins that I submitted to PCGS for authentication that they were indeed the varieties that I found coin roll hunting. Now, I'll be upfront, 5 of these coins I submitted through my coin roll hunts. One of the coins in this box was submitted to me from T-Wolf Coin Hunter on one of my video mail calls and said, Rob, can you please see if this is what I believe it is? And if it is, can you send it in for grading? And I validated, in my opinion, that it was indeed the variety he found. And I let him know I would definitely get it graded because I believe it's going to be a coin with the high grade. Now, I'll also let you guys know ahead of time that I've already seen the grades for these 6 coins because I got the email from PCGS saying my order had shipped. I clicked on the order details and saw the grades. So I already know what's in here, so it's not going to be any surprises, but I still want to feature the coins, show the link that I have of me finding these coins during my hunts, and more importantly, to show you some information on the coins themselves as far as value is, as far as population for PCGS graded coins are, and get a good bird's eye look at them in their capsules. I'm going to get this box open, and I'll bring it back in when it's ready to go ahead and take a look at the coins. So I've got the PCGS box out of the box. It's still taped up. Just wanted to show you how the packaging comes whenever you submit coins to PCGS. They do a good job of making sure everything's protected. They give you a nice box to hold your graded coins. Let me get the tape off, double check the invoices out of there, and we'll bring it back in. All right, I've got the box open. There's the coins back there in their holders. I'm gonna have to show them one at a time, and I don't want to expose the grades till I go through them. So let me just point this camera down. We'll grab the very first coin, and I'll cover it. This one right here is a wheat cent that I found in one of my penny box hunts. Now, which box, we're uncertain, because what I do with my wheat cents is I pull them out, sort them by decade, and then after I get them by decade, I put them in rolls of the years that they are. So this was a 1944 D. And in one of my videos, which I'll have a link up here, as well as posted down below, I'll show you the video where I found this one. Now, this is a pretty valuable error if you can find a 1944 D over S. And I did end up finding one in there. We had guessed the condition to be very fine 20 to extremely fine 40. Somewhere in that range. And I was pleased to get it back as a confirmed PCGS XF40 over mint mark FS 511. Right there, 1944 D. Now, I'm going to bring up the PCGS website, and I'll show you this error up close and personal, and then I'll show you where my grade puts this one in the population report for all graded 1944 D over S's. So I've got the PCGS website up here. I always click on the population report and then choose the correct denomination. Right here, we have a 1944 D over S 1 cent in brown condition, because that's what mine is. And here it is, a 1944 D over S 1 cent over mint mark FS 511 020 brown. So if I click on this one right here, you can clearly see right there that over mint mark. It's actually a D over S, just some remnants on it. That's the exact coin that I encountered when I was hunting and submitted it off for grade. PCGS XF40, I'll take it. That's the high end of what I thought it would grade. I knew it would grade at least very fine 20. I was hoping for a VF30, begging for an XF, and we got one. That makes me super excited. And if I go to my coin right here, in this grade XF40 brown, there's a total of 4 in that population for brown. There's a total of 38 XF40s if you include red and red brown, but only 4 in the brown, a total of 24 coins graded higher in brown and 122 coins graded higher in all grades. At the end of the day though, my coin, according to the PCGS price guide value, $125 coin. So pretty cool that we found a $125 confirmed heir in our coin roll hunts. Love it. All right, now that we've taken a look at this one, Let's move on to coin number 2. So the second coin is unfortunate. This is my 1995 Philadelphia Minted Ddo. Now, I knew it was for sure a DDO when I found it. And again, I'll have a link to this video both above here and down below in the video description when I found this coin. But I also knew it had some environmental damage, as you can see here. But aside from the environmental damage, it was actually a very good strike. Matter of fact, if I zoom in on it, you can see a lot of great detail. Now, I was hoping this coin would come back with a grade. Unfortunately, it did not. PCGS genuine, environmental damage with uncirculated detail. So this coin would have in fact been a mint state coin had it not been subjected to whatever it was subjected to. Either way, it's been a confirmed DDO FS 101. This is a 1995 double die obverse. If we go to the PCGS population report, it's right here. Now I've given it a brown designation. I don't think that they have called this brown. They haven't even given it any designation, but we're going to be conservative based on this number here, 38103. That is the number that mine has received. And in this condition, you can see it's not a very valuable coin. This coin is about a $30 coin if it received a grade. I knew it was going to be a low value when I submitted it, but it was the first true DDO I had ever found coin roll hunting, and I had to submit it for at least the keepsake memento of the first one I've ever found. Either way, I'm happy. I was hoping it'd get a grade, but it didn't. Now let's go to the third one. Next up is a 1998 wide AM that I found coin roll hunting, and again, the link to it will be above and below. And I knew right away it was a wide AM. It does have a little bit of that zinc coming through the copper, so I knew that might hurt the grade, but under the scope, it looked really high mint state to me, and I thought, I'm going to submit it anyway. Pleased to say, this 1998 wide AM FS 901 came back graded MS65 red. So not too bad. As far as value on this, you're talking a $25 to $45 coin. The value isn't high. This is one of the most common ones you can find. The 98 and the 1999 is extremely valuable and extremely rare. I have not found a 99 yet. That being said, I was pleased to get this a mint state 65 red. I don't care that the value is less than what I paid to get it graded. It was my best example of all the 98s that I have found. Happy to have it. Happy to get it graded. And as you can see here, according to the population report, only 26 coins have been graded higher. There's 45 in the MS65 range. But only 26 coins that are a confirmed 1998 wide AM have been graded higher than mine. Pretty cool find. Let's move on to the next ones. So the next ones I want to show you are the 1960 D over D repunched mint marks. Now I have a hunt to these. Again, I'll post above and below, but I found these in some uncirculated rolls that I hunted. And in that hunt, I found 20 of these. Now I sold a whole bunch of these to my subscribers for $25, which was on the low end of what I thought they would be worth. And I decided to take 2 at random and submit them. Now I'll tell you, the 2 I took at random, one I thought was a really high grade and one I thought was an average grade of the remaining 18 that I had sold. So, sent them in, wanted to get them confirmed. This is the lower of the 2 grades. This one got a PCGS MS65 red, large date RPM FS502. But the other one, MS66 red, large date RPM FS502. Let me bring up the PCGS website on these and show you their value. So here's the PCGS website on these. It's a beautiful D over D. You can see how awesome that looks. That's exactly what mine look like. This is the highest graded example, PCGS MS66 red. And that's what I've got. So I have the highest graded example, top pop, on the PCGS website. What's awesome about it is the top auction record was $204, but even in MS66, the average value is $100, and at 65 is $65. So this MS65, $65 coin, and this MS66, a $100 minimum value coin, although it sold for twice that on an auction on eBay. Now, when I bring up my certificate information, look at that. MS66, red, 1960 D over D. Population graded at this grade, there are 24 of them out of 751 graded coins, none higher. None higher. Not a one. So we have officially the highest graded 60 D over D, or at least one of them, one of 24 that there are. Gotta love it. So I was happy with these. $100 coin, $65 coin, down them for a penny. Now let's get to the bread and butter one. So the final coin I'm going to show you, I'm showing you the website first because this coin was submitted to me from T-Wolf Coin Hunter and said, Rob, what do you think, brother? Is it the 1994 DDR FS 801? I said, T-Wolf, it is most certainly it, and it is definitely in high grade. Now this coin jumps up high in value. At MS64 Plus, it's 105. MS65 150, 65 plus 225, 66 1050, 66 plus 1350, and 67 2250. Now the last auction just 4 months ago it sold for $1,500. So you can see the value has declined over the last several years, but still $1,500 to $2,250 value coin if it would receive an MS67 red grade. When I sent this coin in, I knew for sure it was a 65. I thought it might be a 66. I was hoping for a 67 and praying for it to be a 68. Well, a couple of good news. One, it did get an MS67 red grade. It did get the DDR FS 801 designation. It is a pristine example of the double die reverse with the doubled columns. And I'll show you what to look for on this one because you might be able to find it out there. You can see that there's a ghost column between the final two columns on the reverse in the memorial building, as well as a partial column right there on the second to last set of columns. On top of that, there's a nice die chip right there. And on this example, there's even a weaker strike on the L, but his coin, it's got a very full strike on that L, as you can see. And if we flip it over, you can see all the markers on the back there. The phantom column on the last set, the half column, and even that die chip on that second to last column as well. Very, very beautiful scent. Top population. When I bring up my order details, it says it right here. Only 5 known examples in this grade, and as a matter of fact, a few days ago that was 4, and when they confirmed shipping on mine, this updated to 5. 2250 PCGS price guide value. Holy cow. T-Wolf Coin Hunter, I told you this was a dandy, brother. I'm glad we got it back. I'm glad I get to send it out to you insured, of course, and it's part of your collection now. So at the end of the day, in recap, how cool is it that I sent off 6 coins, found coin roll hunting, that I thought under my loop, under my scope, were the real deal. All of them came back as the real deal. 5 of the 6 came back mint state, and the one that I knew wouldn't be mint state came back at a higher grade than I had expected. Can't get mad at that. Like I've said before, and I'll say it again, on my channel, I do look for varieties and errors as much as the next person. I don't cherry pick every single one of them, but I do look for many of them. And this just goes to show you that if you hunt and you look and you take your time under a scope, under a loop or whatever, you can find some goodies out there. This is going to be video 1 of some of the varieties that I sent into grading. I will be creating another video shortly of some other coins, other denominations I have found coin roll hunting that I believe are varieties and errors, as well as some coins that I think are high mint state grade that I'll send in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more like it, please leave a comment down below. And as always, everyone, happy hunting. And thanks for watching.